Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at this weird toy that I found on sale, and it caught my eye because I made a video once about toilet paper DIYs. This kit claims to let you make papier-mâché crafts using only toilet paper and water. In my experience, papier-mâché always needs some kind of adhesive like wallpaper paste or white glue to make it work. So I was kind of skeptical whether you can make papier-mâché using only water. But because this was on clearance for just €5, I decided I had to test it out. The packaging was absolutely chaotic because there were so many hidden compartments. You can easily miss some of the included products if you're not looking carefully. On a side note, this piece of cardboard would make a fantastic hamster home. I kind of wish I still had my hamsters because they would love this. Considering that this whole thing only cost me €5, the content is pretty amazing value for money. The main device is this papier-mâché press with a dowel that you can spin down. Then you get 2 templates for making 3-dimensional Easter eggs or hearts. The quality of the plastic is really high, and I noticed this about a lot of Japanese craft kits. The plastic is usually a lot sturdier and smoother than toy products from Western companies. You also get this measuring spoon and a water drip tray. And lastly, there are lots of stickers and some glitter glue to decorate the eggs with. I think this is a lovely extra touch because they could have just included a small sheet of stickers, but you actually get 4 massive sized pages with all kinds of designs. These remind me a lot of Japanese purikura sticker machines, and I like how that aesthetic runs through the whole design. So I started taking a closer look at the instructions, and I was shocked to see that they recommend using 48 inches of toilet paper. I actually thought this was a typo until I noticed the German instructions confirmed that it should be 122 centimeters. The French one also says that it should be 11 sheets. I measured out 11 sheets, and this seems like an absolutely massive amount to make half of a tiny papier-mâché egg. If this DIY came out back in the original lockdown of 2020, then you might as well be shredding up money. Another thing I'm not sure about is whether they mean a single ply of toilet paper like this, since each sheet can be separated into more layers. So I decided to just get started and improvise along the way. The instructions tell you to shred the paper as small as you can and place the pieces inside the mold. The first problem is that the mold fills up very quickly, and this was not even 2 pieces of toilet paper. Then you need to add half a measuring spoon of water and continue shredding up small pieces. Now I notice that it does get easier because the water helps the paper shrink, so you can add quite a lot during this stage. However, 11 pieces still seems excessive because I have to shred up the layers separately. This DIY is becoming really monotonous and a lot more time consuming than I expected. I got to 8 full sheets before I really started to lose interest, and the layer looked thick enough, so I decided to just move to the final step. You have to add another half spoon of water and then press the paper so it's covering the inside of the mold. The example photo from the instructions does look really thick, however I'm wondering if that's just a way to guarantee that the DIY will work. As I said earlier, making papier-mâché with just water and no adhesive seems a bit risky, and you definitely need a lot of layers for that to work. So I'm going to place the completed mold into the drip tray and then slide it into the machine. You have to turn the handle until it clicks, but this doesn't seem to apply a lot of pressure. Then you're supposed to take this out and press it with your hands to remove as much water as possible. This somehow reminds me of that infamous startup company, Juicero, who tried selling a machine for making fresh smoothies. You basically had to buy special packs of fresh fruits to put inside the machine, but people soon realized that you can get the same result simply by squeezing the packs with your hands. I'm starting to wonder whether you need the press at all, and you can probably do this DIY just by pressing the mold like this. So now for the big reveal. I have to say I was pretty shocked how well this turned out. The surface is really smooth, and you can even see details like the crack on the eggshell. It also holds a shape even when wet. To be honest, I was expecting the paper to just collapse on itself or end up with big gaps, but this worked really well. I made another one to test out my theory, and I just squeezed it using my hands. The result was almost identical, and I can barely see a difference here. The second egg is a bit smaller, but it's mostly because I got lazier towards the end and I didn't use as much toilet paper. If you want to make an Easter egg style box, then you'll need to flatten the edges while they're still wet, so there are no gaps in between. I was very pleasantly surprised by this kit, as it really delivers what it promises on the box. You only need toilet paper and water to create some simple but cute DIYs. It's also very safe and not messy to do, so it's suitable for kids of all ages. The only drawback is that the toilet paper shredding takes a long time, so I can imagine younger children getting bored by the end. These eggs take about 28 to 48 hours to dry. They still have their shape, and the paper surface means that you can use almost anything to decorate them with. I'm going with acrylic paint, and because I've been playing Pokemon Go again, I wanted to paint on a few eggs like the ones from the game. This was actually a craft kit that lived up to expectations. However, I did a bit of research and I found that this is selling for $34 on Amazon, which seems like a lot. I obviously got this cheaply, so it was fine, but I feel that paying full price for a machine that you don't actually need doesn't seem worth it. As you saw, the only things you actually need to make the eggs are these plastic molds. I hope you found this interesting, and please subscribe for more reviews of weird DIY stuff like this. I'm Joanna, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!